In the summer of 2025, I will receive 4 A stars in my studies. And in that same year, I wish to make £5,000 a month. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my productive plan to achieve both these goals. And I hope to inspire you and give you some pointers towards creating a plan of your own to achieve such results. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18 and I turn lazy people productive using tactical techniques and strategies that helped me go from a gamer who spent 210 days of his life playing Call of Duty to someone who effortlessly and easily breezes through large banks of work for his business, education and personal development goals. In today's video, I'm going to be going over such plan of how I'm going to achieve 4 A stars and £5,000 a month in the year 2025, and I think this is a relevant video for the majority of people on my channel. I understand you're in education. I'm personally in my second year of college where the exams matter, and although I'm pursuing a business journey rather than the normal educational path of university, I still believe garnering a good result will be a nice fallback and add credibility to my name and productivity. So I'm attempting to get 4 A stars. I'm aiming to get 4 A stars, and here's how I'm doing it on the education side of things. So I'm implementing a morning strategy for the weekdays. So the weekdays are pretty packed for me. I have college, I have the gym, I have external hobbies like martial arts, and I have business work to do as well as homework. And so the mornings I have Quizlet. I spoke about this on my channel before, but Quizlet is really useful for me. You can add every single slide from your class. So for me, every single session we have in a lesson, so for example, sociology or ethics and philosophy, the teacher will have a slide that she's reading from and she'll put it on the Teams after, where I can download it and then place it into Quizlet, which will then turn it into a first off fact sheet of all you need to know, and then secondly we'll turn it into cue cards and a quiz where I can revise and learn from it. So I've taken every single one. So there was around 40 for sociology, 50 for ethics and philosophy and 60 for business. Taken them all, put them into Quizlet, and it's given me a large bank of questions, quizzes and answers to revise from every single morning. I'm going to be doing 15 minutes this morning, do 15 minutes tomorrow, every single weekday. As soon as I wake up, or when I can fit it in the morning, I'll do 15 minutes of Quizlet revision using the large bank of questions, answers and revision I have on the app. Morning to afternoon, so from around 11 to 2-ish, maybe 3, I'm going to be getting the business work done. So for reference terms, an ultradian cycle is a cycle of the brain. So the brain works in 90-minute wave cycles, and this ultradian cycle will be the maximum amount of work you'll be physiologically primed to do. After that 90 minutes is complete, then you'll have to have a break and then go back into another cycle of work. So during the morning to afternoon segment of my day, I'm going to be aiming to complete 2 ultradian cycles of my business work, whether it be content or the SMMA I'm doing, or any trade recaps I need to complete, any product work I need to do on the journal, or the info products I'm going to have coming out on the channel soon. Whether it be one of these 3 or 4 tasks, I need to get it done in 2 ultradian cycles, so 2 90-minute sessions from morning to afternoon. It's not too difficult. I get it done in my college lessons. I get it done quite effectively while I'm supposed to be completing the other work, but since the other work is being catered for by Quizlet, then I see it fit to allow myself to complete the business work during the lessons. I do take notes. I do copy up the notes after the lesson, so it's not like I'm missing anything grand, but I see it as an opportunity to complete the business work, eat the frog, get it out of the way, and then I'm have the evening free then to not only go to martial arts and fight, but to complete revision, which is going to get me those 4 A stars I'm aiming for. So as I was saying, the evening's free up, and in the evening I'm going to be doing 1 ultradian cycle, so a 90-minute work block on revision. So I have 3 subjects. I have ethics and philosophy, sociology and business, and I'm going to be allocating 30 minutes for each of them. So in the evening I'll do 30 minutes of business, 30 minutes of ethics and philosophy and 30 minutes of sociology, utilizing the exact same Quizlet structure as I was in the morning. I personally work very well from quizzes and quizzing myself on the questions that I've implemented using the slides and the Quizlet AI formula. So I'm going to be doing that in the evenings. 1 ultradian cycle, 90 minutes. So as you could guess, the weekends are going to be a larger bank of work. They're going to be more effective for me as I have longer to do so with my time. So in the morning of the weekends, So the weekends are going to fluctuate based on whether I am working my part-time job or not. I usually work around 11 hours on a Saturday and usually none on a Sunday, but even though I will be working, I work in a restaurant and it's the winter hours. We don't really garner too many customers, especially in the early hours of a Saturday morning. So I still have time to implement the revision and the business work. So on a weekend morning, I'm aiming to complete 2 Ultradian cycles of business tasks. Again, whether it's be editing the content for the week, whether it be the product-based work I have to complete for the day, then it will be completed then. And then in the afternoon of the weekend day, I will be completing 2 Ultradian cycles of revision again. So again, 2 90-minute blocks of 60 minutes, 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, depending if I need a break in between. Sometimes my brain is quite fatigued on a weekend from the week prior, but most of the time I'm pretty primed and ready to complete 2 Ultradian cycles. So 60 minutes, 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. And for this, rather than allocating a specific structure or specific subject structure, I'm just gonna go with my gut. What do I need to revise on? What am I struggling with? And then just revise that in the allocated time I've set. And then after 4 Ultradian cycles of work are completed in the day, I am free to do as I wish and go about the day knowing that the productive and progressive work is complete. The only tweak I have for this weekend is Sunday. In the evening on Sunday, I'm going to be recording content and allocating as much time as I need to record the content for the week for videos like this. So now you understand the general template for my time and structured time. We're going to get into the strategies I'm using for focus. So I am a normal person. I do utilize caffeine, and in the morning sessions, caffeine is going to be very useful. I personally find when I'm stimulated from coffee and natural sources compared to energy drinks, I have a long-lasting, more sustainable dopamine cycle from the coffee, which makes me more productive for a longer bank of time. So I'm going to be utilizing coffee in the mornings, and obviously past 4 p.m. I won't be consuming any caffeine so I don't affect my sleep and keep it maximized for productivity. I'm going to be utilizing snowballing, which I'll link the video here, but it's a very effective technique that's helped me become more productive and turn from that disgusting gamer to someone who gets work done effectively. But snowballing essentially is completing small tasks to build up the momentum and dopamine and inertia to complete the larger tasks. So rather than straight away eating the frog with no built up momentum, I tidy my room, make my desk clean, open my computer, get a little bit of work done, and then I have the drive and motivation, willpower to dominate the larger tasks because I built up the momentum and the flow of the work. I'm going to be utilizing Ultradian breaks. As I mentioned before, the Ultradian cycle is 90 minutes. After that 90 minutes is up, the brain goes into a slightly less wired state before going back into the productive flow. So it's more effective if you take a break every 90 minutes. So after one session of Ultradian cycle work is done, I will be taking a break, taking a little chill, little drink, little relax, and then going back into the work around 20 minutes or so later. I am going to be utilizing NSDR paired with a frequent use of audio frequency. So this sounds complicated, but so I'm going to listen to a specific binaural beat while I'm doing the work, for example, business work. Then while I sleep or complete a session of NSDR Yoga Nidra, which stimulates sleep or emulates sleep, I will be listening to the same binaural beat, so it will mark the information I've just learned as unmetabolic and then won't clear it during the session of sleep, making it stick in my mind more and be permanent in my memory. This is something I learned from Andrew Huberman and Huberman Lab, the podcast, and I think it's going to be very beneficial, but I'll report back when I figured out more data on the situation. Listen, I'm no genius when it comes to revision, but this year I want to take it seriously. I've realized having 4 A stars under my belt, as long as the business credibility, will make me more credible in this work I'm doing now on the YouTube, because if anything's quantifiable towards productivity, then I think having a solid educational grade is. So I'm aiming to get these A stars. And I'm no genius, but I do know planning and time planning is very effective in making sure you get the work done. So I hope this video finds you well. I hope you find it inspirational, useful, and maybe follow the same structure as me. If you're looking to get more help from me, the top links in the description will take you to a meeting page where I can help you using tactical techniques and strategies that I use to turn myself from a gamer who spent 210 days of his life playing Call of Duty to someone who easily gets his work done. I hope to get the same results for you. Click the link if you're interested.